Yo, what's up guys? Today I'm going to be doing multiple things on the BRZ to prep for the coming drift event. I already got alignment done on the car. I've done an oil change on it and made sure that all bolts are good and tightened up. Everything is coming together pretty well. However, there's a couple things I need to do today. So, the cheapest, easiest way to mount an oil cooler. I've had it mounted like this for literally 6 months. Now, don't worry, I'll be taking off the front bumper and everything pretty soon. But all I did was literally fucking just zip tie it. And it's better to use metal zip ties, which the bottom ones are plastic, but then the top one up there is actually metal. And then that's another plastic one, but it's a way thicker plastic over on that side. You can't really see until I take the bumper off. But that's the absolutely easiest way, and this thing is sturdy. Like it's not going nowhere. And it's not touching anything either, which is really nice. Like it really is like really good how I have it set up. However, and so like what, zip ties are like a couple dollars, so that's obviously the cheapest way possible to mount this, and I've sent it at I think a couple drift events like that. However, I want to be putting on one of these brackets. It's just a nice little corner piece, and I got my drill and a couple bolts, so for less than $10 you can have it mounted more properly. So all I'm going to do is cut it to size, and I don't even have anything that can cut metal, but I do have my drill, and so I'm literally just gonna like drill cut this, which is not the best way to do it. And you could do it that way and then sand down the edge to make it super smooth, which I'm actually thinking about just doing that and then mounting it up in there. And another thing I'm gonna be doing is fixing this rust that's starting to form on my crash part. It's honestly just like barely any pieces like right here. So all I'm gonna do is flake off the paint a little bit, and obviously the rust, like sand it down just a little bit. Like this is just surface rust, like it's very minor. Fix it now, it's not gonna get worse. And Subaru sells this nifty paint for these cars. So yeah, this is crystal black silica, which is exactly what my paint is. This is the chip off the rust and old paint. And then there's 2 different types of black paint dabbers that you can use depending on how big the size is. And also the bottom of it is gloss. This is a nice little before shot showing how crooked my oil cooler actually is. So zip tying, it's not perfect in any means at all. However, you know, it gets the job done, and it has worked and held up during drift events. Also, there is some rust on this as well, and that's why I'm taking the bumper off first, because I just know I don't want to paint this as well. We'll sand it down a little bit and then paint it. But all I have is 5 bolts and like 4 push pins on both sides, and bumper's ready to come off. Yep, just like that. And now you guys can see what I'm talking about with this is like a thicker zip tie. I did like dual zip ties and just put it through there and put it back down. And then this is the metal one, which I forgot to cut off this tab apparently. I'm gonna go ahead and start touching up the rust really quick. So I took off this piece right here on my door jamb and found a lot more bare metal. Luckily, none of it was like rusting at all. I went ahead and did sand it down a bit. And that tiny spots that I was showing earlier, went ahead and sanded all that down. Gonna clean it up a bit now and throw some paint on it. Wow, would you look at that? There is no more metal showing. That's only my first coat. I'm probably just gonna do one more coat after it dries. And then I'm gonna do the gloss on top, the clear. But now it is time for me to start messing with this thing. So, you guys already saw my zip ties. I'm gonna go ahead and probably just cut them out and start mocking up my bar I have over there. Dude, my car looks naked without an oil cooler. But yeah, there it is right there. I just moved out of the way. Gonna go ahead and see how this mocks up. So the plan, Reno, is to have that bar going from that one to that one and just drilling some holes in both of them, mounting it up, and then obviously mounting the oil cooler because the oil cooler already has holes on it. I got fingered measured right there. Gotta go ahead and put a small line and just start using my drill gun and drill it out. So guys, I was not even joking with you when I said I'm literally gonna drill holes through this to mount it up. Alright, so this is my final product. It is not the best at all. I did sandpaper it down a bit. However, it's jaggedy. Does it really matter? No, because Well, under my bumper, it's gonna be hidden by my bumper as I'm gonna have the bar over to the left, like that. And then the oil cooler will be placed on front, and that's not gonna matter at all. And I could go ahead and paint this, but maybe I will at a later date. Drift event is right around the corner, so I need to get this car done. All right, holes drilled out. See if the bolt fits. Oh, look at that. The bolt fits. Both holes are made, so that's what's up. Now all I gotta do is mock this up in there how I want it and put dots on the back. I'm gonna try putting dots like through the hole on the other side. I gotta see if I can find something small enough that fits there or something. And then just go ahead and cut the holes in this, mount it up, and we should be good to go. All right guys, I have now cut out my holes. I didn't film it because, you know, it's just drilling a hole. You know, seen it a billion times. So now it's time to see if they line up or not. So you can see my 2 holes I got down there. If I put this up to it, I'm gonna match up this hole first. It's on there perfectly right now. This one, that is almost an exact fit. Nice. And I forgot to mention, next would be making holes on the bottom of the bar for the oil cooler to be mounted on there. All right, this is my first time mounting on there and seeing how it does. I am pretty nervous, not gonna lie. Well, I am extremely happy with the way it looks. It looks really good. So that's in there perfectly. And then this side, I put, you'll see right there, I put like a crap ton of washers since this was back more than this side. This side was like forward more. So put a bunch of washers back there. It's lined up perfectly. And it can be tightened down really tight. And this thing will be really, really sturdy. Just gotta put the oil cooler on it. All right, now both bolts on both sides fit. All right guys, it is officially mounted up, and it, like, as you guys can see, it looks amazing. It is perfectly straight down there, perfectly leveled how I would want it. And it just looks amazing. Like, look how good this looks. I love the lines, how that looks. I cannot wait to be drifting at the event. With it looking like this is definitely worth doing. Way better than the zip tying all 4 corners. So it does feel really, really sturdy. However, obviously the top is not bolted in. So I actually did end up going through that hole up here for the metal zip tie. So that's metal zip tie right here. Look at this. This thing is not moving at all. Then I use like a really, really thick zip tie. I actually combined 2 of them together right here, and I loop up through this little slot up here. It's pretty easy to do. And I put the big black part on the bottom, so like it's not gonna move at all. You see that? So this is meant, obviously the other one's like up here more, so you don't really see it. But yeah, so this thing is so sturdy. Like, it does not move at all. It does not make any noises at all. This thing is on there. I am so happy with this do-it-yourself bracket. Super cheap to do, super easy to do, and all I need is someone to professionally cut, like make this shorter. Like, I'll probably take it off and have someone professionally cut like right here and make it all smooth looking like this side is. Even though this side you're not gonna really see it as much as this side, but look how perfect this side looks. Like, wow. I am so hyped. It looks so perfect in there. Like, I know all that big black zip tie going up right there, but it's not too shabby, you know? Not too shabby at all. And as for the door, I've already put multiple layers on it. I haven't been filming it though. You can kind of see like where the shine is at though. So I've done multiple layers already of paint, and I'm gonna go ahead and put gloss on it. Yeah, for it being almost free, I think it came out great. No welding required, no actual skill set required really. It was pretty easy to do, honestly. I guess the only thing left to do now will be to throw on the bumper. Wow, like that could not be any more perfect. Like, obviously I need to cut out like a good inch on this side. That is definitely way too wide on that side. However, other than that, I honestly think it looks perfect. You can't really get any better than this for the money without just being strictly zip ties. Like, this is more legit now and it's not crooked looking. Dude, I am so hyped that I was able to do this. Wow, that is awesome. Man, dude, that just looks so good. I'm falling in love with my oil cooler all over again now that the bracket is all made for it. Yeah, if you guys are as hyped as I am, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the new video. Peace.